Everybody here for the mid-morning show. Inside the mind of a serial reseller is the topic, and I am here with my buddies Anthony and Craig, Landshark Picker, Anthony's Pittsburgh, and my Italian brother, NASCAR man 3345, Derek.
What's up?
How you guys doing this morning?
Good.
Real good.
And we'll start out for anybody that's new in here. I think everybody pretty much knows who we are, but just in case or for the replay, I'm Tommy the Bargain Effect. I do have a small YouTube channel, not a lot of content yet, but working on that. I'm the average everyday flipper. Call myself the product relocation specialist. Looking for things at thrift stores, flea markets, auctions, rummage sales, local grocery store, anywhere where I can buy it low and make a profit online. Selling eBay and Mercari are my two primary platforms.
Excuse me, sorry.
And then we have Pittsburgh Anthony. Want to give us a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely. My name's Anthony. I have a YouTube channel called Pittsburgh. I do a lot of yard sales, garage sales, estate sales, Goodwill bins, different thrifting, retail arbitrage, basically anywhere I can go get some cheap stuff that I can turn around and sell on eBay for a profit. That's what you'll find on my channel. I also do Bible studies every single Tuesday at 2 p.m. It's a really good time. You don't have to, be a practicing Christian or even a Christian at all to attend. Everybody is welcome, regardless of your walk of life. And we do working hangouts every Saturday at 3 p.m. We normally talk about what we picked up at yard sales that day. And we just list on eBay and just hang out and shoot the breeze. Everyone's welcome to that as well. Typically, I'll drop links in the chat. And, if you want to come hang out with us, you can. If you want to watch, you can too. It's pretty chill.
Awesome. Pretty chill.
Craig, the Landshark Picker?
No. That's wrong. Try that again. Landshark. Oh, D, come on.
Did I say the?
Yes, you did. I did or not.
Oh, I did say the.
It's all right.
He is not the Landshark Picker. He is the Landshark Picker.
It's a habit. Maybe I should change it because D makes a lot more sense. I'm sorry. Hey, my name is Craig. Landshark Picker is my channel. I've got a second channel, Landshark Picker Live, where I do my live shows when they're hosted on my channel. Any working hangouts will be there, things of that nature. Just like everybody else, source all the typical places as well as Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace. Sell on all the typical places. Everybody else does eBay, Amazon, Mercari, Facebook Marketplace. Have done a little bit of OfferUp and let go in the past, but have gotten away from that. But that's about it. I appreciate everybody coming in this morning.
And Derek, NASCAR man.
What's up, guys? NASCAR Man 3345. That's my YouTube channel. I sell on eBay. Just started selling on Mercari. I'm going to have about 15, 20 posts up in a little bit. So check that out. More toys, more fun. That's the name of my store on Mercari. Opened up my own Teespring merch account, so you guys can go and check that out. I have auctions on Monday night. And Friday nights I have racing, my weekly racing series. Cars are available, guys. So please go over to my live yesterday and pick a car out. It's 1 through 52 this week. And we got a lot of cars racing, so it's going to be a lot of fun. And thanks for being on here again.
All right, I'm going to drop a link, Derek, to your Teespring so people can go check it out. You got some cool stuff on there.
Yeah, I'm going to have to take a look at that, man.
All
I
right.
started Teespring like a month ago, but I still haven't even ordered my own shirt yet.
I like your stuff. I looked at it last night when you sent the link over and everything. But I'm going to tell you straight up, I'm not buying any yoga pants.
Come on.
I'm going to go up to your house on the 3rd wearing NASCAR Man yoga pants, Derek.
I would cry.
You'd be comfortable when you go for your walks, Craig. You'd be comfortable.
You want to be comfortable, Craig.
Yeah, I'll get some. The airflow would be very, very good.
All right. Now, before we jump into the topic, one of you fellas go ahead and say good morning and hello. Acknowledge who we got in here.
Yeah, I'll do that for you.
All right, you're good at that.
The first person we've had today was Steven Scroggins. Good morning to you. He says, good morning. Let's make this happen. Come on. Rebecca Kruder, good morning to you. She loves the name of the show. Nate, every day I'm hustling. What's up, my man? He's a local Pittsburgh guy. Eric Bischoff's in the house. DC Sales, good morning to you. CEOs to Sales, thanks for being here. BK Vending and Flipping, what's up, Matt? Misha Renee's in the house. Caffeinated Christy. The Cherry Picker, Veronica's in the house. Kelly the Ecom Mom Ward, good morning to you. Just Me Kathy, it's good to see your smiling face in the chat. Michelle Lathan, hello, good morning to you. Lisa C, thank you so much for being here. One of the best link droppers in the business. Yep, you can see Tiffany's in the house. Eat, Sleep, Amazon. Borderline Hoarderish, Miss Kimmy's in the house. Thanks for being here, Kimmy. Reseller Man, welcome. Glad you're here today. And Dar, thank you so much for joining us today. I really appreciate it.
Got everybody?
Anybody, feel free to go ahead and mention something in the chat. We want to make sure everyone feels welcome in the mid-morning break room. You guys are the reason why we do this show. So we really appreciate every single person that joins us each morning, day in and day out. Good morning, Cody, brah. Good to see you, man.
I know I misheard you a minute ago. You said you're talking. I guess you're talking about Lisa C. You said the best link dropper, and I heard lint dropper. I was like,
Dropper.
I don't know, just the way you said it, or I just misheard it. I was like, "What is he saying?"
Good morning, Scott, Harry Tornado. Good to be in here, man.
Bending and flipping.
I was just. I look at everybody's channel. I watch as much content of other content creators as I can, but I know Veronica, the cherry picker, has just started doing content. I know she was worried about doing her first live and all that, and we had that whole conversation. So I think she went from being worried about getting started to now she's done 1, 2, 3, 4 videos this week. That's great progress. Y'all go check her out.
Kathy said, haha, you drop lint, Lisa.
I don't know why I heard that. I don't know if it's
my legs.
Not that you have a bad accent. That's just what my mind processed when you said that. I'm like,
that's my Pittsburghese and Atkins guys.
oh my, that's funny.
Yeah.
Hope everybody's had a great day so far.
Today has been a pretty good day.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and just to sort this out, the shirt colors were not organized in any specific way. We did not plan this. I know you're thinking, no, yeah, whatever, but it was not planned at all.
Tommy and Craig did not get the memo. They were supposed to wear yellow today.
No.
See, our shirts were supposed to look like this.
What's up? Yep.
And then keep it kind of interesting. And at the end of the show, people in the chat, they're going to be able to get something free from me just by commenting on the video after chat's available.
Uh-oh.
So at the end of the show, stick around. I'll tell you what that is.
Cool.
You got to stay the whole time, though, right?
And it's not like just one person's going to get it. Whoever comments in the chat can get this, or comments in the comments after the video.
Nice. I'll make a comment.
Then you'll get a prize.
Caffeinated Christy wants to know how sales are. Sales have been blowing up in the past 2 days, but after the weekend and after the auction, they slowed down for today. I only have like 3 going out right now. That's like light considering how many I've been sending out each day. We lost NASCAR, man.
I'll bring him back in. He just had some background noise. When he comes back, I'll
Gotcha.
Yep. My sales are pretty slow, but they're directly related to the amount of time that I spend listing the last handful of days. And I'm directly responsible for my sales being slow. And I think in the end, a lot of us kind of got to own up to that. I know it's tough. There's that whole summer slowdown, but in my opinion, I think everybody kind of puts that thought in your mind. it is what it is. Again, we've always talked, you have the right product at the right price
Mm-hmm.
and the good information, it's going to sell.
Yeah.
You know, not that I disagree with the summer slowdown. It's just like everybody gets that in their mind and it overtakes everybody. And, you know, I think it's the fact that summertime comes around and life interrupts us.
Wow.
You know,
I had a excellent weekend, and Monday and Tuesday my sales blew up all the way through till about noon yesterday, and everything stopped. I haven't had a sale since noon yesterday. And the only difference, I mean, still running sales, still doing promoted listings. The only difference in my whole thing is I didn't list one thing yesterday, and I had 0 sales.
and you think if you do that 2 or 3 days in a row that you don't list,
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of where I am. I mean, I've been working on other things that are bringing money into the house, but
Right.
I have not been able to list a single item. And I know I don't know if we talked about this in the past or not. Does anybody save up a list, kind of put, like you saw, I think Anthony talked about, he's the squirrel gathering up the nuts, you know, for the winter. Does anybody do that with listings where you hold off 10 or so listings of, you know, I don't say low dollar items, but something in case you get stuck, and you release 2 or 3 listings just to get some activity on your account? Does anybody do that?
What I do is I have certain things that I'll throw the auction, but I won't. I'll put them at auction and hold off so they end like on a Sunday or Monday evening. You know, so like if I have things, I'm like, oh, I want to put this on auction. I'll wait till I'm slow to put it on auction, because when I do run about 5 auctions, it seems like it brings a lot of traffic to my store.
Yeah.
And my regular stuff, the things might not even sell at auction, but my sales pick back up.
Yeah.
So I do have like a small pile, usually about 10 things that sit on the side. And it's like when it gets real slow, I'm going to throw these at auction.
You know, I wonder, talking
seems to
about,
work.
are they typically low dollar items, or you just?
Yeah, they're basically what they might have been is either stale inventory, bad buys. So I just start them out at the 99 cents with the shipping. And there's things that I've had in my store and I was only asking $15 for it, free shipping. I put it at 99 cents with auction and it'll sell for $25
Right.
through auction. So it's kind of crazy how they paid more at auction than they did sitting in the store and refreshing the listings and playing with the titles. But at auction it sells for more than you were originally asking.
Right.
Yeah.
And then some stuff sells for the 99 cents, which I probably got out of the bins and paid 99 cents or less. I just want my money back so I can reinvest it smarter.
I'm wondering, we're talking about in the mind of a serial reseller, but I think a lot of people think over and over and over again about this kind of stuff. What can I do to show up? What can I do to sell more product? What can I do to make my items more visible? Do I need to run sales? I mean, it's a never-ending cycle, in my opinion, because we talk about it a lot.
Right.
Everybody talking about, like I said earlier, the summer slowdown. What can I do to jumpstart my sales? So I think it's just constantly thinking about that. And I think that's important because eBay makes changes. Like the stuff they talked about at eBay Open. Has everybody really analyzed that and gone out and made changes to their store? I know I haven't.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I think it's just a never-ending cycle of thinking about what can I do to my store.
Yeah.
And that's on top of the day-to-day stuff that you want to do.
Right. And that's why I came up with that inside the mind of the serial reseller, because I'm sure everybody associates it with the titles of inside the mind of a serial killer, and they talk about how their brain works differently, they think differently, it operates differently. And I think us as resellers, especially the ones especially like the ones that are doing it for more than a hobby, the ones like us that are doing it as a full-time income, pay the bills, make extra money for vacations. I think our mind works differently than the average person walking through a thrift store or any place. When I walk in, Greg, if you invited me over to your house and I walked in, I'm not seeing your nice TV or your stereo receiver. What I'm seeing is $75, $50.
I know another thing I mentioned a while back. The Iron Man, the suit that he wears. He doesn't have the headset, and he gets all that view within the headset.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
That would be. I think we talked about that briefly one day. I'm like, that would be so cool just to do a video like that.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm walking through the store, and that's that item. That would. I wish I could find somebody with that kind of creativity on a video.
Yeah.
And it would be cool. I would love to do a video like that. And I it could be done with OBS. Really, it'd be a time-consuming video, but
it would be so cool though.
It would be cool.
You could do it like a pre-recorded, edited video too. That'd probably make it easier.
Right. That's what.
I think that would be the only way you could do it right now.
Well, there's a lot of stuff that you can do with overlays.
Mm-hmm.
If you've ever watched any of these channels, there's people that do virtual webcams, and they can put like a cat's face over their face, and when they move, the cat's face moves, or things like that. It's really cool. The technology's really come a long way.
Well, I know Kimmy posted something on Facebook this morning about VR hotspots or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know what that is yet. I haven't looked into it.
Yeah, it's on when you go into your it's right underneath monetization and everything. When you go into the other features, it says something about VR hot spaces, something like that.
Right.
So, no, maybe that's something where you can start using your virtual reality camera. I guess I don't know.
I don't know if you can do the 3D stuff or what. I really don't know.
I have no idea. I haven't heard of it yet.
Well, that's why
I did see your post. I haven't checked it out though.
And what's it called?
VR hotspot or something like that. It's in your
other features. When you go down, when it says monetization, live feeds, and you go all the way down, it's the last one. It says VR hot something.
It's in your YouTube studio, creator
studio.
Studio.
It's associated with YouTube. Okay, I'm gonna have to check into that.
We've had a handful of people jump in since we said hello to everybody. Make sure we get everybody. You know where you left off, Anthony?
I think so. I'll go back up.
I just hate to miss out on anybody. It's easy to get caught up in conversation and then have to go back.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But yeah, crazy day here. It was. I got about a quarter of my yard cut yesterday. Dang. I looked down, it was 104 degrees. I'm like, I'm not getting out and cutting grass. I waited till like 7 o'clock last night, and I ran out of daylight, and it was still in the 90s.
That's crazy.
So, hello, Michelle Lathan. Thank you so much for joining us. I want to say hello to... Yeah, they're just kind of sprinkled in. Cliff, Boondock Buy Sale. Thank you so much for being here, man. Tracy, Uniquely Me. Thank you for being here. Marrakech 7. Thank you for joining us. If I'm missing anybody, definitely go ahead and type something down below and let me know. You can even say at Pittsburgh.
I wish YouTube, if you've ever looked at the participants, like when you do the pop out the chat.
Yeah.
Look at participants, but I think that's only people that are really active.
Good morning, Neville. Thank you for being with us.
And dang it, get rid of the top chat. That's freaking useless.
Alabama Thrifter. What's up, man? Thanks for being here.
Yeah, good to see you back again.
Can't believe that Tracy's up. She was up all night last night. Jeez.
Maybe she's still up.
Yeah, y'all need to, anybody that's a late night person, I know Tommy Bernard has been doing it. Cliff, Boondock Buy and Sell, they've been doing some really, really late night, all night kind of hangouts. They do a little bit of work. It's very, very entertaining.
Tracy said she went to bed early.
I think Tommy, they started early. They started like 5 or 6 o'clock yesterday, and I think they finished about midnight.
Well, Tommy forgot to pay his bill. He ran out. His electricity went out. So it was Tracy, Alex, and Tracy and Alex that were left alone all by themselves. So Alex, Fat Man and Flipper kept on singing.
It's a lot of fun, and Cliff picks up every now and then. as well.
Yeah.
So if y'all are looking for something to do in the middle of the night while you're up working, definitely check those guys out. And along that same lines, if you're a content creator and have something coming up, you're going to release some great and wonderful video or have a live show coming up, don't be afraid to say something in the chat. We're very inclusive here. Some shows and channels don't like you promoting things. We want everybody to be successful. So
yeah, drop a link and everybody else check it out.
I'm gonna grab the link to the Facebook group as well.
And Dar says to watch Just Sandy if you haven't yet.
Yeah, Just Sandy is she is really cool. I'm gonna drop a link to the Facebook group we have for the show. Just Sandy makes jewelry, and it's not like she's buying beads and not that I'm belittling buying beads and making beaded jewelry. She's down there working with the raw silver and stuff like that. I've watched her once or twice, and she auctions off her stuff, and it's really cool to watch.
She'll take an actual raw topaz and just take it down and buff it and sand it and make that thing look like it's $1 million.
Yep.
Yeah, that is fun to watch.
And that link that Craig dropped for our Facebook group, we definitely want to welcome everybody to be a part of that. One thing that we do in that group is we do allow people to go ahead and drop links or share what you're doing on your channel. That way everybody can kind of go and support you while you're live or while you're dropping a specific video or whatnot. So it's also a good place just for support and for people to help you.
Harry Tornado, that's Josh. Isn't his name Josh?
Yeah, that's Josh.
Yeah.
I apologize. I wasn't sure. He's done some great interviews lately, and he did have Riley Roots on. That was a great show. It carries on a great interview. So y'all be sure to check it out.
I missed that. I might have to check that out.
Thank you, Tracy. Now, Marrakesh is question: few niches, deep or wide?
It depends, Again, Marrakesh, we talk about this a lot. This reselling business that everybody is in is not a one size fits all.
Mm-hmm.
I know some people that only sell one item. I would be happy with selling one item if I knew that I could replenish it and I knew I can make good margins on it.
Definitely.
I'm staying within one category, but it depends on what you have available in your area. Depends on what you have access to. It depends on what your financial needs are. It depends on if you're talking about storage. It depends how much room you have to store something. If you're talking eBay. It's tough. And it's not just related to this, but everything, in my opinion, everything related to this business is not a one size fits all. It's what works for you, what works for your situation, and what works for your business model. Now, obviously, there's some categories that come with, I don't want to say perks, but some have some positives and negatives. You look at stuff like the electronics and stuff that I sell. There is a level of risk associated with those due to returns.
Yep.
Sometimes people aren't willing to do that kind of stuff. But there's good margins in those if you pick those up cheap enough. It's hard to say. I guess the best answer is it depends.
my niche is anything that makes a profit. I don't have like any particular thing. When I go out to the store, I have my favorites. When I walk into a thrift store, the first thing I do is I hit the electronics section and hard goods, but then I'll move into glassware. I don't do a lot of glassware, but I do look for the very unique pieces. It's got to be a high profit item for me to do glassware. Like we just bought a cookie jar. It's a lot in shipping because you don't want it to break. It's a big box. It's going to cost. You got to protect it very well. So I don't like doing it. But with the margins on it, it's worth the extra hassle. But I won't grab a little vase that I'm going to make $15 on because it's not worth it for me.
Tommy, share the DC sales comment right above Nate's right there.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great point. Once you get it up, just from the bottom.
This one here?
Yeah. If you're very knowledgeable about something, definitely focus on that. But variety is important also. I think you tend to, when you go to sales, you go to stores, you tend to gravitate towards the things that you know.
Mm-hmm.
And that's good. but I found myself when I went from part-time to full-time, it was hard for me to get out of that mindset of looking just for things for eBay, looking at just the things that I know well. Because when you're part-time and you're using it for, like you said, to pay for a Disney trip or to pay an extra bill or try and get debt-free, you potentially have a different eye for things versus I need to pay my house note this month, or I need to,
Right.
It's a lot different. But I think everybody starts with things they know and they gravitate towards those. But
Yeah.
I know people have made the comment, this is the cheapest education you can get, is to go out there and, buy things and learn. Hey, either it's a good buy or a bad buy,
Yep.
Watching videos, it's just, you've got to evolve as a seller and with what kind of inventory you pick up, in my opinion.
Right.
I learned to think outside the box, like go out of my comfort zone and look up other things, and you'll be surprised actually how much stuff is out there that you can make money on if you don't have that tunnel vision of walking in the thrift store. I'm just looking at electronics and they don't have nothing today. Look elsewhere. Look in what here they call it brick and brack or knickknacks, and I mean, I bought a stack of like collectible duck plates. Not my thing. Never been into it. Not a plate collector. Not into ducks. But couldn't find anything else that day, so I just started looking things up, and I'm making a gob of money on them. I'm selling them out. I'm piecing them out individually, and just always, especially if you don't find anything, go outside of your wheelhouse, and you'll be surprised what you can find.
But that's hard sometimes, because I think our minds, talking about the minds, and
Right.
I think our minds pull us towards those items we're interested in.
Absolutely. But when I started, I sold clothes and coffee cups. Those were my two main things. I didn't have a lot of money to invest. And those were the two cheapest things to pick up that I could make some profit on to gain some capital. And from that point, I went and clothes get boring. They really do get boring. They're a lot of work, And coffee mugs, for me they're long tail. Starbucks used to sell real hot, now they're starting to sit around. Specialty mugs, they go, but they take some time. And now, if you ask me, well, what type of category product do you have? Like my store I got categories in there. I think I have 20 some categories, because now I sell everything and anything, things that I would have never looked at. I would have never looked at toys 2 years ago. And I make a killing on older toys. It's crazy.
I want to take a minute just to wish Lisa C a happy belated birthday. Sorry, Lisa, I didn't know it was your birthday.
Oh, neither. Happy birthday. Late birthday.
August is a popular month. I'm sure other months are popular too. In our family, I've got 3. Out of a family of 5, I've got 3 August birthdays in our family.
Well,
and
you're down south, but I mean, if you consider up here, a lot of August, September birthdays.
Well, count back 9 months. A lot of people trying to stay warm. That's all I can figure out.
Yep, exactly.
But yeah, happy birthday, Lisa. Hopefully you're not as old as I am.
No. But yeah,
now,
I
Tommy,
always think, I know we can get that tunnel vision, we can get that focus, and we lose out on a lot of money when you have that.
Yeah.
Because you pass a lot of things up. 2 years ago, I would have never thought about going and paying retail price for something and being able to make a profit online. And watching other people on YouTube, I learned, man, I gotta start thinking. I gotta start looking at other things, because I'm losing a lot of money. I'll see people talking about stuff they posted on Amazon and they made this much money, and I'm like, I walked past that every day I went into the grocery store.
Yep. And I think the best thing you can do in those kind of situations, people don't like it. I know I've talked about I don't like scanning books in bulk, so I think it's hard to get in. Oh, I got to sneeze. Whew. I guess it went away. I don't like scanning books because of the time it takes. But the best thing you can do to learn about some of these products, you see a lot of people selling discontinued items, rare items, hard to find items, things like Tommy's talking about where he's walked past it every day and doesn't think there's any money. Go into a store, whether it's Walmart, Target, CVS, Walgreens, whatever, and spend 45 minutes and scan 2 rows, everything on the aisle. And you'll be amazed at what you find that you can make money on.
For sure.
And it doesn't cost you anything. If you're in Walmart, you can connect to Walmart's Wi-Fi.
Yep.
Check it on eBay, check it on Amazon. Is it, will you have days when you scan 2 whole aisles and you find nothing? Yeah. But the next day you go in there and you spend 45 minutes scanning, you may find 3 or 4 items are going to profit you $30, $40 a piece.
Yeah.
I mean, so I think so many people try and hit just the clearance. Yeah, there's money in clearance, but that's what everybody is checking.
Right?
Yep.
Yep. Everybody's checking the clearance. And when you're scanning, when you're scanning, like at Walmart, like I was telling Craig before the show, I got my kids, 11 and 13. I give them extra phones that have I don't do Amazon yet, but I do have a seller account. I used to do some merchant, but I give kids my 2 extra phones. I tell them, buy me in this section, buy me 3 profitable things like at Walmart, and they'll scan. And I don't even have to do the scanning. I can shop for what I'm shopping for or scan something in a different area. And if you can buy me 3 profitable things, then you get a reward. You get to pick something from whatever, the candy aisle or whatever. And they do. I really want to get into Amazon because there's money all over in there.
And if you're buying it off the shelf like that, it could be discontinued. It could be hard to find, but it could just be an item that they stock every month. They get a truckload of it.
Yep.
Anything. I know Tommy talks about replenishable stuff a lot.
Yep.
That's easy money. Especially if you can find it at multiple locations. Tiffany says, pro tips here, Craig, great advice. Yeah, I don't like that terminology personally. Pro tip, somebody's just trying to inflate the way it sounds. It's information, I'm not that I'm blowing what you're saying, Tiffany, but I'll follow it.
Now I'll give you another little tip that I just recently learned is when you're scanning, especially like clearance aisles, and you scan something, you're like, there's money there, but is it enough? Always take the Walmart app and scan that, because sometimes you'll find that it's lower than what the sticker's under.
Yeah,
because they drop it in increments, and they don't always go back and update the price on the item right away.
More times than none, they don't, because it's already up. They don't want to put time into something that's sitting on the clearance aisle.
Right. So you can scan, it could have a label on it for $5, and then you rescan it. And I've done that. There's been things that were clearance at $5, dig in the bottom shelf in the back there where everything kind of gets pushed back, and I found things that were ended up marked down to 98 cents. Now, there's more profit here. A couple more bucks makes a difference.
And along that same line, you just got to be careful with anything that's in. I don't know if it's the same way in other stores, but at Walmart, you can have shelves of stuff that are in the clearance area that are not clearance. They're not going to have a clearance sticker on. But in the same thing, you can be in the clearance aisle and see 2 shelves of an item that doesn't have a clearance sticker on it that is deeply discounted.
Yeah.
If you're working the clearance aisle or the clearance end caps, you just got to scan everything. You never know.
And here's another good tip from Walmart. Always check the top shelf in any section you're in. That shelf that's way up on top. So, sometimes inventory gets put up there. It never gets pulled down because they do a reset in that section or something. So they don't use it. And there's like old inventory up there that I found boxes or cases. I bought dash cams. These right here. They had a case of them up on the top shelf, and there was none anywhere else in the store. And I scanned it. I picked these up for $3 a piece. A whole case of them.
$25, $30, if I had to guess.
Yeah, I was selling them for $25.
It's not bad, especially for a $3 purchase.
Right.
On that same line, check the bottom shelves. You know,
Yeah.
a lot of people, and the way that all these stores, all these retail stores are designed is they want the big items they want to move the quickest at eye level. You know, there's a mindset behind that. They're getting into the mind of the buyer. They want to give you the quickest, the highest dollar items, the things they want to move the quickest are at eye level, and you know. But,
what was it, Derek? I was on with you that one time, and we were over there in the toy section, and there was like those case of older Hot Wheels just sitting up.
Yeah.
in that box.
Yep.
They're a specialty. I don't remember what it was. You weren't just a regular Hot Wheel. They're something. There was nothing in the view site. You know, there wasn't no display for them anymore.
Right.
Another thing when you're talking about clearance at Walmart is don't be afraid to ask anybody. Ask an associate. Say, hey, I've seen these areas of clearance. Do y'all have clearance anywhere else? Sometimes they'll be in odd sections. I've seen clearance in the home and garden or whatever the outside area is because they're wanting it all, you know, kind of out of the way. Just like asking. I know, Anthony, you posted that picture of those games you got because you know they didn't have them out, and you asked them, do you have any video games?
Yep.
I mean, same kind of situation here. What do you have to lose when you ask?
Absolutely. And sometimes they have additional stock of the things that are out in the back. So if you ask, you know, any of the employees, like, hey, I was checking online and it says you have X amount, but there's only, you know, Y amount out. You know, do you mind checking in the back to see if you have any more? Sometimes they'll bring you out more of that item. Or even if the item's not out, but you say, hey, it says you have X amount here. Do you mind checking in the back?
Yeah, we bought TVs. We use them as monitors, 32-inch TVs.
Yeah.
Destiny's got one. I got one. $25 at Walmart. I don't even remember what brand this is. Sanyo.
And that hadn't been that far back where they went on the deep sale on all their TVs. I guess they were getting the newer models in for the next year.
Yep. And they didn't. I seen it on BrickSeek and they didn't have any out front. So it showed the store had 5, and the one lady was like, no, we don't have any. And I was like, BrickSeek says, well, I didn't tell him BrickSeek. I said, your inventory says that you have 5. She's like, well, let me look in the back. Sure. And she brought 2 out. And she's like, well, there's a couple more back there, but they're on reserve. So I know the employees probably are snatching that deal up. I wanted all 5. But yeah, you gotta ask. BrickSeek's a good app for Walmart too. I bring that up when I'm in Walmart and then sort by Walmart closest location. It'll just show me that store look like.
Right. Cliff, Boot Not Buy and Sell's got a good point. He's found more gems out in the rural Walmarts than I have on the inside the cities. That's a great point. I know Scott, the bearded picker, always talks about the one door Walmart, a single door Walmarts. Typically in smaller cities or towns, they're not getting as much foot traffic as those in the metropolitan cities. Maybe they don't turn inventory as fast. You know, You're going to have a better chance of finding those one-off, rare, discontinued items. Just, you know.
Our Walmart, well, one of the Walmarts, we have 30 minutes in each direction. We have a Walmart. And the one that's south of us is in the heart of Wisconsin Dells. So most people that are in there they're tourists and they're going to Walmart because they forgot their swimsuit or picking up their snacks for their vacation or whatever. So they don't turn a lot of inventory. So they're constantly clearancing stuff out to get rid of it. It's an excellent Walmart.
Yeah, I see Kathy and Nate basically saying it's a waste of time because the employees aren't very nice at their Walmarts. What I do, guys, to save time and not waste it, I call before I go. I'll be like, hey, it says here that you guys have X amount of these. Do you have them? If so, can you hold them for 20 minutes while I get up there? That's how I got all of the arcade one-up cabinets. I called ahead, and I was like, hey, it says you have this. If that's the case, I'll come out right now and grab them. You know, if not, then I won't. So
another thing you can do, too, is you can purchase them right online.
Sometimes you can, depending on what the item is.
Yep. And I've done that with a few things, and I got there, and they just be ready. I pick them up, and they're there. That way they can't say, oh, no, we don't have them because the employee wants us to gain on a deal. I already paid for it. You know, it's mine.
Yep.
And there's times I've done that and the inventory was off by like 2 or 3. So they just refunded me the money, you know.
Typically, what I do, Nate, is when I call, I just have them transfer me to whatever department I'm looking at.
Yeah.
And I'll basically ask the guy, like, hey, can you check what's on the floor? And then if there's nothing on the floor, I'll say, well, can you check in the back or look in your computer? And I know sometimes that doesn't work, but sometimes it does, and it does save you a lot of time. And then once you get there, you can always ask, hey, are there any more in the back?
And if you're not having any luck, if you get in that situation at Walmart, don't be afraid to ask a department manager.
Yeah.
You know, not that you're trying to go over their head, but sometimes they have better knowledge of, oh, I made sure that so-and-so put that inventory in that area, or it's still in the truck, or they're going to have a little bit more visibility than the average person, more than likely.
And not all employees are haters either. You know,
Yeah.
No.
Sometimes people will genuinely just try to help you.
It's easy to get in that mindset of thinking that they're putting everything aside. Or I mean, a lot of these people just may be truthful. You don't know, and it's a tough line to walk, you know.
And you know, at our Walmart, in the Dells, like you say, the tourist Walmart, the one manager, the evening manager there, that is manager of like the clearance area, he'll negotiate with you if they have a whole bunch of something.
Yep.
You can get them to mark it down further if you say, I'll take them all.
Yeah.
I've done that many times. He's tried to sell me the whole aisle for X amount of dollars.
And sometimes you just need to find the right manager. Like, for example, there's a Walmart. It's not the closest Walmart to me, but it's the second closest Walmart to me. And I've actually talked with not just the manager of a department, but like the big manager. And he's given me insight to when they're pulling their clearance, you know what I mean? Like all that stuff. And he knows what I do. And he knows that I'm willing to come in and drop big bucks and blow their stuff out the door, which essentially, like, people want to sell their stuff. That's the entire reason that they're marking it down, because they want it gone. You know what I mean? And I understand that there's only like so much of a clearance budget they have, but you get the right manager that's looking to make the numbers, they'll tell you what you need to know. There's the one manager at the Natrona Heights Walmart. He essentially tells me like when they're marking stuff down. Like I can call, I can ask for him and say, "Hey, do you have this? Do you have that?" And I don't even really know the guy. It's just in passing. You know what I mean? Like he's come up and say, "How you doing?" I see you're buying a whole bunch of stuff, and you know what I mean. Just having a genuine conversation with the guy.
It's like we talked about before. It's like we talked about before. You know, building that relationship, even though it's not a deep relationship, just. You know, and I've been in Walmarts where they're ignorant and they just don't want to do their they don't want to be there. You can tell, you know, and you're not going to get cooperation from them. But there are some that like their job, and those are the ones you want to build a relationship with.
Yeah.
That's
nothing Walmart I have any kind of connection with, as far as being able to actually get stuff and. You know, people will go pull stuff, but I mean, even if you get just one Walmart, that right there could be like your honey hole as far as like RAI.
Right. Yep. The one Walmart for us, that's the honey hole. The other Walmart carrying almost the exact same inventory because they're so close. I don't have no plugs there, no friendly people really. I still go there, but I have my, like you call it, a honey hole Walmart.
Yep. And the nice thing is, even if I can't get anything at that Walmart, we can still do our food shopping there, and there's a Goodwill right next to it. So it's like a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
I get along with a lot of the people at the Walmart around me. I mean, you've seen them on my videos. I'll go over there and give a gab and be like, "Hey, you want to be on YouTube? Sure, let's go. Let's have some fun." You know, if you're nice to them, you know. I mean, I know the toy manager is not the nicest person, but you know, everybody else is pretty cool in the store. So,
right.
Tommy, do you offer free shipping on Macari?
It depends. Some things. I just wanted to address real quick what DC Cell says. Walmart has the highest employee turnover in the nation. Best luck during the day. More long timers. Absolutely, especially during the school season. Most of the young people are back to school, so during the day, you know, you got your retirees working, your full time people, and I have much better luck. That the manager that I deal with there is a day manager.
Not to mention the fact that the majority of the public is shopping like around like the 9 to 5 hours. So you get a
On,
lot
on the
more.
on the opposite hand, I've had pretty good luck at night. Now, I'm not saying I've had good luck every time, but
Mhm.
in the middle of the night, there's not as much foot traffic in the store. You're typically working, the staff is lower. You're dealing with people that are bringing stock out, and they're tired of doing that. Sometimes they're willing to just go check something just to take a break from pulling that buggy out and stocking stuff. Are you gonna have that luck every time? No, but
And one of there's not a manager but a decent employee. If they have something, they will call. If I take it and I say, "Do you have any more?" and she's like, "No, but let me call the other Walmart." And see if they have them, and I can put them on hold for you. I mean, that's how cooperative they are at the one store. And then the other Walmart, I can't even get them to go look and see if they have something. If it says it was, their answer always is, if it's on the shelf, we have it. If it's not, we don't.
Yeah. And when I get that kind of snippy, quick response, I usually go ask somebody else.
Yeah.
That's could be somebody just having a bad day, somebody that doesn't want to deal with it.
Yeah, most of the time those people are just lazy.
Yeah.
And then Derek, your answer to your question: do I do free shipping on Macari? Some things. It all depends. I'm kind of getting away from the free shipping thing on all the platforms. What I do instead of using Macari shipping is I pick the option to ship on my own because it's cheaper, usually through Pirate Ship to ship, than what you're going to pay for the Macari label.
Yeah,
Or they're going to pay for the Macari label.
I'm sure Macari's trying to make a little bit of money off that shipping if they print it.
sure.
Right. Macari is good if you're shipping something that's like 5 to 10 pounds. Use their label usually.
Yeah.
Under that, I'll ship on my own.
Yeah, and you can still print your own label, but the customer pays shipping.
Right.
But you want to talk briefly about that idea we were talking about? See what the crowd thinks, Tommy, about the eBay stuff we talked about briefly.
Oh, the eBay debate.
Yeah.
I would like to have a future show where we do the eBay debate, not like a bash on eBay, but the pros and cons. We'll do shipping, for example. Since Derek's asking about shipping, have two of us argue the points of free shipping, what's good about it, and the other two counter it with what's better about doing paid shipping.
And just
do that with kind of do it with the free shipping, the free returns, the promoted listings. It's a good way to bring out the positive and negative points, I think, of both, especially for people that are undecided. I didn't know whether I want to do free shipping or not, and I watched so many videos about free shipping versus paid shipping, and you got one person's opinion, and then you go and watch another video, and it was really hard to make a decision. So I thought maybe with 4 people here talking about the positive and negative, somebody that's on the fence, that might be what it would sway them one way or the other.
Yeah, I think it'd be fun. What do y'all think in the chat? Is that something y'all would like to see? And we could start a list in the Facebook group of the topics, and maybe everybody can contribute, and we can come up with however many and debate them back and forth. I think that would be fun.
Yeah. See, like Nate says, free shipping is a setup for failure for me, and some people feel that way. DC Sales, so that's a great idea. Exploring the pros and cons of eBay. Cherry Picker, that would be a good panel discussion. So I think we should set that up and figure out which fellas are going to debate which points.
You want to do it on your channel next week since it was your idea?
Yeah, we can do that. So next Wednesday we'll have the great eBay debate.
I think it'll be fun. Maybe we'll start a post in the Facebook group, and we can kind of gather some thoughts of what people would want to hear. Maybe we can't pick everything, but we can at least come up with a list of the items. Like you'd already mentioned a handful, but I'm sure there's other things out there we could talk about.
Yeah, definitely. I figure for a show we could probably debate about 5 things pretty thorough,
Yeah.
I think that would be fun. But is there anything special going on today, tomorrow, otherwise?
Chilling out, getting situated.
Derek's going to come do my listing today.
I'm gonna try.
I just did my first posting, but because of my PayPal's limited right now, it won't let me activate it.
Yeah, it's tough in the beginning, because you kind of got to have a little bit of backup money because PayPal holds your money, so you got to be able to pay shipping and all of that kind of out of pocket, and then you recoup it later. It's a struggle.
And Mercari holds your money, don't they? I've only sold one item on Mercari.
Mercari will hold your money for 3 days after it's received, waiting for them to rate it. If they rate you, if your buyer rates you, your money's released immediately. So like if they get it, oh, I like this, and they'll jump on Mercari and say, yes, I got it, I like it, boom, give you a rating, then your money's released right away as soon as you rate them. Mercari will notice, rate your buyer.
Right, but the point there is you would at least have to have enough money to cover the cost of the item plus your shipping, because you're gonna have to ship it out on your own.
Do you find you get a high price on Mercari?
Well, if you can sell on Mercari, and if the buyer pays the shipping, you're covered. You just print out your label. They paid for the shipping, so you're just got to wait on your money for the item itself.
True.
Right.
Do you find you get a higher price though for your items on Mercari, or is it about the same? What would you say?
What was that? I was reading the comment.
I was asking, do you find you can get a higher price for your items on Mercari as opposed to eBay?
A lot of items I do get more on Mercari than I do get on eBay. It depends what it is too.
I have a few items I think I'm going to cross post over there today, like a couple RA finds I picked up yesterday.
So Tommy, it's asking me to put a debit card in instead.
To pay for your shipping?
I guess pay for the it says to add for card and billing.
I mean, because you really don't get a bill on Mercari. They just take the money out right away. So it's not like eBay where you accumulate a bill.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna look at my card.
I like that aspect.
For purchases, they might want you to have a card on. I'm not sure.
Kathy says she gets less on Mercari.
I think it depends on the item.
Paul says Paul says he finds it lower too, and he sells hard goods there.
Okay, I do have a card on file with Mercari for my payments.
Yeah, so that's probably what I have to do.
That was just for purchases. Because like I say, with Mercari, you don't get a bill.
I've never used Bonanza blended whiskey. Have any of you guys used it?
Bonanza?
Tommy,
I had it linked. I had it linked to my eBay. So whenever I listed on eBay, it automatically listed on Bonanza. And then when it would sell on one platform or the other, it would automatically remove it. Bonanza is a good platform depending on what percentage of money you want to give them. And you can go as little as 3% all the way up to 30% of your sale.
DC sales is going to start on Bonanza.
The more you give them, obviously, the more they're going to push your item. I don't sell much. I have like maybe 1-2 sales at most a month on Bonanza. But I ended it. I unsynced it, and I'm actually turning Bonanza into a drop ship with Sellbrite.
That's cool. Have you done much drop shipping?
I haven't, and that's why I'm going to do it on Bonanza before I do it on eBay, because Bonanza doesn't really punish you if you screw something up, where eBay, you risk quite a bit by screwing up.
Yeah.
I would really wish eBay would take that same approach with billing and account charges like Mercari does. They just take. I would almost rather take a higher percentage off of my sale and not have to worry about that, store membership, that fee at the end of the month. I don't know if anybody else notices, eBay's accounting and account postings and all that is terrible. I really wish it would become more real time. Even if they made it, if you sell so many items a month, and your that extra percentage gets moved around based on how many items you sell.
Right. I wish eBay would do it like Macari and take your money out right away.
Oh yeah.
Instead of accumulating a bill. It's so nice on Macari that once your money is released after the rating or 3 days, you know that's it. That's your pocket money. You don't have to, well, I got to put this much aside because I need to pay 13% or whatever, you know.
Exactly.
I mean, we're in 2019. Technology-wise, real-time processing is becoming the standard. Real-time account posting, you know, from a financial perspective.
Yep.
DC Cell says, I can't do Macari, no customer communication. I'm a little confused about that because there's times where I communicate with a potential buyer, you know, on a product. They have a messaging system. So I'm a little confused why she's saying there's no communication.
Lisa C says she goes in and pays her eBay fees before the bill once a week. Yeah.
I do that too. I zero my account out every Monday. So then I just have my store fee that just jumps in. Otherwise, at the end of the month, you're sitting there with a $300-400 bill, and it's like,
Yep.
You don't notice it as much as you're paying it off every week.
So now you guys are gonna have to go and check out my Macari store. I just posted my first item.
Did you? It's not a water bottle, right?
No, definitely not.
I'm gonna pull it up right now on my phone.
Is it a
search for people on there? Because I know
What's that?
if you're trying to search for a store, sometimes it's really difficult.
Yeah,
More
because
toys,
Macari
more
doesn't
toys.
really have stores, so I don't know if you can search for a seller. I know once you find a seller, you can follow them.
Yeah.
But I don't know how on Macari to actually like go in there and find Derek's.
Yeah, I just typed in "more toys, more fun," and it, just brings up random listings. It doesn't.
All right, if you go on the, I have a profile, but that doesn't
filter.
search for anything. I type in GI Joes. It should be the brand new listing.
Let's check it out.
You can filter it by newest.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it $10
Yep.
from Rhode Island? Yep.
There you go.
Always more fun. What a message to sell or something mean. I'm just kidding. How do I follow you?
How do you follow, Tommy?
All right, now let's see.
Oh, okay. You click on the name and then you can follow. So now I have notifications, I guess. I don't know. Why
I guess I post
that's
up
me in
something.
settings. I don't want settings. Dang it, Macari, just let me follow him. Yep. More toys, more fun.
There you go. See, first follow up. Thank you.
Yep.
How did you do that?
Click on the name he said.
I found you.
Okay.
Yeah, you click on the name, then it'll have a thing saying follow.
Okay. I don't.
Fishing and Picking wants to know if you can drop a link to the listing.
How do I do that?
I don't know. Let me see if I can share it.
Pittsburgh started following you.
I know Tommy's like I am. If you post anything in the chat, it's $1.99.
I still can't get the follow option.
I'd find the Macari app. I've got it on here somewhere. I've sold one item on Macari.
I mean, I can drop a link to the. To Derek's listing. All right, here's a link to his. Oh, it says edit and try again.
Hello, Tommy. Destiny wants to know if you need a refill.
Yes, I am empty. I need my prescription refilled.
It says here I got 8 people watching and 1 like.
Yeah, I did a like. I can't.
Which one is it? I found some GI Joe stuff.
What I would do, guys, is just go ahead and go in there and type in GI Joes and go to newly listed. That'll be the easiest way to find them right now. and he's literally the first one that pops up.
Yeah, if you sort by newest, but I still can't figure out how to follow him. How do you follow somebody on the card?
You just go down to where it says his name, click on his name.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
It'll come up and ask you to follow.
I know it's his listing because I see the couch in the background.
Maybe I gotta do it. Are you doing it on the phone, Anthony?
Yeah.
Yeah, it didn't pop up.
That's probably
anything
why.
Other than,
If you do it on the computer, it's not giving me a follow option.
yeah. All right, let me get you coffee.
See, I'm learning something today.
Yeah, I did it on my phone so that way I could still see the chat and everything while I was doing it.
All right, let me see.
Nice.
Margot needs a refill too.
I'm about halfway done. This thing will hold 6 cups of coffee, and I'm about halfway done with it.
There we go. Yeah, you can't follow on the computer. It doesn't give you that option, but on the phone, it's 1, 2, 3. Pretty soon, you're gonna have as many followers on Macari as you do YouTube, Derek.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm hoping. That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Well, let me review your ad here real quick.
Yeah, let me know and see what you think. And I mean, like I said, it's the first one. I did it quick while we were on live, so I'll fix it. I can.
The only suggestion I have for you, this
Pitches.
is my personal opinion, is put your back to the sunlight coming in.
Yeah, well, that's what I was just gonna try. I was just to see how they would be. I'm gonna put them up against the wall that's next to me, so I can have a white background. And I have a G.I. Joe board game that I'm gonna probably put in the backdrop.
And I don't know how Macari works. I've only got a handful of listings over there. Are you opening yourself up for a potential situation? I know you got multiple of them listed. You have to sell can they, and I know you're saying I've got multiples available. Does you have to sell a specific item, whether it's a lot of them? Because you say they're how are they going to purchase just one of them?
I'll take it.
Do your
You know
thing.
what I'm saying? You may have, if you want to sell them individually, you may have to make individual listings for each one.
Okay.
Because when they buy it, they're going to buy whatever you're saying. They're not going to be able to choose.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying.
I haven't sold a lot over there, but I could see it being a potential.
All right. I know what you're saying. So go one at a time, and then.
Or if you want to sell them as a lot, just put them up there as a lot. And make the price. I don't know how many you've got. So you've got 10 of them. Make the price $75, $80. You know,
Right.
If you're going to sell them individually, I think you need individual listings for each one.
Okay.
But again, don't take my word as gold because I've only sold one item on Macari.
Gotcha.
So, I was watching Cliff last night. Believe it or not, buy and sell. He's got a 3D printer he was messing with. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, they were laughing. They thought he was going to blow himself up last night.
It was pretty slow. I've never used one. I didn't realize.
It all depends on how many points of what is it? Each point, and if you have over 10 points, it takes like 5 to 6 hours.
Yeah.
To do one piece.
And you say he paid $200 for it. I mean, I'm sure the higher price ones are a little bit faster, but
Yeah.
it is what it is. It's pretty cool. He was printing out a 3D copy of the Eiffel Tower.
That's cool.
It was really neat.
Thank you, Rebecca. She put my Macari link in.
Rebecca, put my Macari link in. I want followers. I only have like 3 of them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to like share it or anything.
I need to catch up on the chat. I hadn't been paying attention. I apologize.
What did he want? Oh boy.
He made you an offer.
The only thing I don't like about Macari though is the fact that you can't do a multi-quantity listing.
Yeah, you can't. But when I do have a multi-quantity, I do post in there multiple quantities available.
Yeah, that's what I did too. I just posted a brand new Macari listing because Derek inspired me to do so. I promoted a Funko Pop double set The $1 Million Man and Ted DiBiase. I just picked this up
Nice.
at Greens. It's an
Yeah,
exclusive.
DiBiase. Nice.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, we
Promoted
have Rick Flair doing our Dunkin' Donuts commercials for us now.
And my name over there is Pittsburgh.
All right. Okay.
But on the multi-quantity items on Macari, it has to be identical items if you're going to do that, right? Because like I was telling Derek, I don't know, Tommy, you probably do more on Macari than I do, and probably all four of us. Like he put that lot of GI Joes up there, and he was saying, if you're interested in individual ones or whatever your wording was,
yeah,
does he need to list each one of those individually as an individual listing?
When it would come time to, like, say he negotiates something out, a seller messages him, says, hey, what do you got, blah blah blah, he would just put a listing up there for them to make that purchase. I mean,
Gotcha.
he wouldn't have to be real, say I'm selling, I don't know, let's pretend this was an expensive Hot Wheel and I got 5 of them. And I put this up there. I can only list it as one. I'm going to sell them singly. I'm not selling them in a lot of 5, but maybe I put multi-quantities available and the guy says I want 3. I would just edit my listing and put that there's 3 of these.
But what if you had a stack of assorted Hot Wheels up there and you were wanting them to choose one specific Hot Wheel? And I think that's what Derek was trying to do with this.
Then
is that what you were trying to do with what you just put up?
Yeah.
Then what he would do is once, the guy says, okay, I want this G.I. Joe figure or these 3 figures, he would create a listing with those.
Okay.
But it wouldn't have, since the guy already knows what he's buying, you wouldn't have to go into all the details in your description. You just, okay, it's listed.
Pictures of $30. Boom.
Right.
And then
I just didn't want somebody to see it and think they were getting all of them for $10.
Right.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys. But
don't take my word on Macari as gold because I do very little over there.
So
I do quite a bit. I mean, I didn't start Macari too long ago, and I don't know if it can tell me how much I've sold on here. I know I have 47 reviews.
Nice.
But
yeah, so Marie earlier asked if we had planned our orange shirts, and the answer is no.
Yeah.
No, I actually started the StreamYard in the background. I had my orange shirt on. Craig was like, I really like that, and he went and put one on. He started out with a green shirt this morning.
Whatever. It was a green shirt. I knew I'd have a green screen, so I'd disappear.
Yeah, just me, Kathy says 10 for all. I said the description does say. In the description, I did put $10 each. So I don't know why they're not.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to think like a buyer thinks.
Yeah.
Don't assume anything.
Right. Well, I can edit that now. So.
Yeah. See, it is kind of, if you, like I say, a lot of people, even me, I'm guilty of it, don't always read the detail.
Right.
So if I was to look at that, I would think, oh, three GI Joes for $10. Buy. Boom.
Yeah.
I like those. And then you're gonna send me one, and I'm gonna be like, what the heck,
Yeah.
Okay. I agree.
So you are better off doing them individual.
Kathy, I'll be here. I'll be here all day. I have 75 of them.
And on Macari, you can't just do a copy or create similar or sell similar, can you? You got to go off.
No, everything's from scratch.
Good morning, Debbie. Thanks for stopping by, and Lynn B. I'm sure you've been here a little while. But
well, I think Macari. I mean, I really like it. I think it's a really good platform. I love the fee structure. It's a flat 10%.
Yeah.
I love that there's no billing. They take the money right out of it. And
right.
I personally, it probably has a lot to do with what you sell too. I most of the time get more on Macari than I do on eBay because I'll price it the same as I have it on eBay, but eBay I'm always running like a 20% sale.
right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So I know we talked a lot about Macari, and I assume that majority of the people in the chat, and I know the majority of the people up on the panel, eBay is our primary platform.
Right.
Absolutely.
I did a video a while back on how to easily cross post over to Macari. Go check that out if you're wanting to get into Macari. But also another thing to consider is there's a new application on the market called List Perfectly.
Yes.
It helps you with cross posting. You start all of your listings. You can start them on List Perfectly, but if you've already got items on eBay, on your active items, it puts a little button over on the left-hand column where you would normally select your action. I want to edit, I want to relist or whatever. That says list on List Perfectly or promote, whatever the wording is. It pushes up to their site, and then you're able to select, hey, I want to cross post this item to Macari. I want to cross post this item to Poshmark. It is a paid extension. I'm in no way an affiliate. I'm not making any money by promoting it. I haven't used it yet, but I saw a great presentation on it. You can cross post items very quickly.
Yeah.
You can see, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, Paul just asked what item I posted on Macari. I actually just cross posted these two. It's the Funko Pop WWE $1 Million Man and IRS, and this Transformer Prowl Battle or Cyber Battalion or something like that. Those are the two I literally just cross posted right now. Those are both. I'm typically, what I'm using Macari for is I'm going to cross promote a lot of my RA finds. You know, a lot of the stuff that like I've been saving up for Q4. I'm going to just cross post them there. That way I can kind of hopefully blow them out for, you know, Christmas and stuff like that.
And the good thing about Macari is there's no risk. You're not paying a store fee, like Tommy said, a flat 10%.
Right.
Yeah. The only overhead, the only additional work you have to do is just managing that item when it sells, either on eBay or Macari, and removing it from the other platforms.
And it's simple. I can literally just sit here on my phone and just basically take screenshots of all the pictures I already have on eBay and just send them over to Macari.
Nate asking what can you cross post which platforms? From List Perfectly, the website, Tommy dropped the link. I think I was doing the same thing. He beat me to it. I know you can cross post from eBay to Poshmark, Macari,
Etsy.
I think those are the only three. I know they're talking about potentially doing eBay to eBay if you want to move an item from one store to another or copy it. I don't know if they're going to do that or not, though. They're a relatively new company. They were at eBay Open, so they're getting a lot of publicity.
Yes, there's actually a wait list for List Perfectly right now, but it says invitations will go out on Friday, August 16th, starting with the earliest signups. So you can go on there and get on the wait list.
They had a lot of response
right now.
They had a lot of people jump into it. I don't know how it is price wise. I know it is you pay a monthly fee based on how many items.
They have three levels. They have a simple for $29, a business for $49, and a pro for $69 a month.
So theoretically, that if you're paying somebody to cross post to Macari or somewhere else, or any of these other platforms, you could eliminate that. This is faster than if you're gonna sit down and list something, you add it to your flow.
Friday, the first invitations go out. It says on their website. I'm on there right now.
Now, me and Destiny watched a gal on YouTube last night. I don't remember who she is. She's not someone I'm real familiar with. We were just looking for more information on the List Perfectly, the details of action. You can YouTube it. There's a few videos out there that walk you through how to list on it. Now, when you're listing on there, it's not like, and we're debating on whether it's worth our money, because Destiny does a lot of the cross posting for me. I get it up on eBay, and then she puts it on other platforms wherever it belongs, and trying to figure out if it's worth the money, because even when you're cross post, it doesn't do a perfect cross post. Like on Macari, if you're taking it from eBay to Macari, it leaves some areas blank, like the brand, the condition. It won't check in Macari. It doesn't put your ship from zip coded. You have to do all of that. So it's like Destiny can cross post to Macari herself. It takes her about less than a minute to copy something from eBay to Macari. So since if we'd use List Perfectly and just say cross post this item to Macari, it does that, and then by the time she goes in there and fills in what she has to, I mean, is it really worth it? You know, and that's what we're trying to evaluate.
Right.
Each have eBay stores, you guys share one if you're married.
I know when you sign up, they ask you for billing information, a card information, but they do give you 7 days free to evaluate it before they would bill your card.
Huh.
Which is probably what we're going to do to see if it's
Right.
It's going to be Destiny's decision.
So, I mean, what I was asking though, as far as like eBay and stuff like that, since you both resell, do you guys share an account, or do you guys each have your own separate store and stuff like that?
We have 2 stores. I have the Bargain Effect store, and hers is Pixie's Treasure Picks or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we have mostly new goods on there. We're going to turn that into. She was selling one-offs and whatever, but then she kind of got out of the whole list. It became easier for me to do. What would you say? The primary part of listing, and her just take the cross posting. So there's not much activity on her store right now, and that's why I'm testing out the drop shipping on Bonanza.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like it works and it works fluently. Then we're gonna convert her store over to that.
That's cool.
Yeah. There's some talk about VAs and stuff in the chat. Yeah, somebody mentioned the Upworks. If you're into that, Upworks is a great place to find assistants to do different things. Again, one size doesn't fit all. You know,
isn't there another one too? Fiverr or something?
Fiverr, FIVR, I believe it is.
No.
They're just a freelancing marketplace where people post projects. You could say, I need somebody to take 100 pictures of these 70 items, whatever. And somebody bid, you take in bids or applications on getting that job done. People have profiles. Upwork and Fiverr are a lot alike. Upwork is where I get some of my programming work.
See, Destiny is my VA because I'm in the basement and she's upstairs. I'm like, I need these items cross-posted. Or last night, I did a thumbnail and she was like, yeah, it's not my greatest skill, So she created the thumbnail for me and sent it. So she's my VA.
You pay by the hour or by the item?
I just feed her.
Yeah.
Take her to a Chinese buffet once in a while. She's happy.
Nice. Guys, we're getting to an hour and a half here in a few minutes.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up at 10:30. You think another 10 minutes?
That's fine.
I think that's probably good. Y'all think so?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just me,
Kathy says, but most people don't read it. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Craig.
I was going to say, just me, Kathy says, most people don't read descriptions. I completely agree, 125%. I really think a lot of shoppers are working from phones, and it's one more click away typically.
I think most of online shopping, and this is why pictures are important, I believe most people are visually shopping. They're not reading details.
I wonder if we're going to get to eBay and all these other sites like this, that they're going to be much more like, and I'm going to try and pull it up, much more like Let Go, where you have a picture, a title, and a price all in one little, maybe it was OfferUp that's that way, from a mobile. It's really going to become where everything is designed mobile first, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I thought one of them showed you the scrolling through items like that.
Right.
And they have a price and a title, and you just drag it.
I wish Macari did that from the shopping side. Showed me the price right off the bat.
Yeah.
Just a note here, because Destiny, that she would work with the list perfectly more than I would, because I like creating my listings on eBay. And she said, I personally do not want to do lists perfectly until they fix some of the bugs it has. She's just going to keep cross-posting the way she is, because she figures by the time she goes and edits and adds what she has to do that lists perfectly don't, she might as well just do it, take the extra few seconds to do it herself and save the money.
It just depends,
I
I
know.
don't use it.
I know Casey, Rockstar Flipper. Thursday night, he's got a scheduled live detail on it too. If people want to check that out.
Yeah, I saw that.
And people, and I think Wade did something on it too, didn't he?
Well, that's where I learned about it from Wade.
No.
Don't discount it. You know, get out there and check it out if you're interested. You know, like Tommy said, I think you can do the 7-day.
I think it would be great, you know, because like me, I list on eBay. Destiny does the cross listing. If I was to do everything, you know, one person's going to do everything. You know, you're going to list on eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, and Etsy, or at least one of those other platforms. If you're going to build the listing within List Perfectly, which you can do, it might be better. But for just cross posting for us, it doesn't make sense at this point.
Right.
We do have it in mind for future maybe, but at this point, it's just not for us. But it might work great for somebody that's working totally solo. You know, it might save them a bunch of time.
And one thing to consider with this company is I believe they're relatively new. So you probably will see a lot of change, a lot of fixes if you have problems. They're in that growth phase, I think. So yeah.
Lisa C said because we got new computers and they're capable of running 8 monitors. But Lisa says when you set Pixie up with those 4 monitors and the new computer, she will be fire cross listing. Yeah, she's pretty quick now working on a single monitor. So she says once she has the dual monitor, triple monitor set up, she'll really be able to nail it out. So that'd be awesome. Derek, wake up.
I'm awake.
You got a lot of listing to do today, buddy.
I know I do.
We'll
I know I do.
probably.
I think my mind, that's where my mind was going. How am I going to get this stuff listed quick?
I just want to give this a shout out. This was just posted by Jordan, DG in our Facebook group.
Yeah.
He and I have been texting about this. This was a major score that he had picked up from one of his sources. The Target Funko Pops. Definitely check this out, guys. If you're already a part of the Facebook group, you'll see this. But if you're not, definitely go and join because it gives us all a notification to go and support each other.
Hey, you guys are the pros here on this StreamYard, Derek and Craig. Now, when Anthony was showing that, how do I blow him up?
Just go down to him in the green room.
There's a little box by
the little white box. And
there you
go. Okay, show that again. There we go.
Should take a minute to kind of focus. Let me get my face out of the way.
Yeah.
As you see there, Jordan posted this in the mid-morning break room.
Jordan, a.k.a. Brian Smith.
Yeah. This is going to be a cool video. I'm actually looking forward to watching this after the stream. He scored majorly with these Target Pops.
Right.
Cool.
Yep.
He was selling these before they were even available for sale.
Right.
That's how big he scored on those.
Yeah, everybody go check that out for sure. I know he's been talking about it a good bit. So we've got we're gonna have a guest on Friday, and I've been talking with her about a topic. I know Tommy's talking about. I know I talked to Tommy before the show about wanting to get into Amazon. I know we've got some other people that are maybe into Amazon, may not be. Would everybody be interested in our Friday show talking about the beginning steps of getting into Amazon? Would that be something that would be good for everybody?
It'd be good for me. I mean, like I've done the merchant, but you know, getting into the FBA, it's kind of a scary step jumping into it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And it's just like our other topics. We may spend 15, 20 minutes. We may spend the whole show. It just depends on where. Would that be something y'all would be interested in? You know, obviously we're not going to dig down into the deep, dark details of creating a shipment, but you know, we'll discuss and answer as many questions.
I would like to know why their website doesn't allow you to sign up for a free seller account, even though it says you can.
That's good.
Yeah, I don't understand.
I've been trying for over a month to sign up for the free seller account, and it will not let me.
Wow.
I don't because we have the free seller account, but we did. Oh my god, Destiny.
No, I'm actually converted to a professional.
Huh.
Yeah, we don't have the professional one, so
I can invest the money in it right now. You know what I mean? Like, because eBay is like my main thing, and it's going to probably remain my main thing.
Yeah.
Right.
I would just use Amazon mainly for FBA, probably, just to like clear out some room in my basement.
I find a lot of things when I'm out scanning that aren't quite worth it on eBay, but would be worth it on Amazon because I just don't have to deal with the shipping and all of that. So that's why I want to get into it. I also want to acknowledge Darlene, my sweet mother-in-law, is in here this morning.
Uh-oh. We didn't ruin her for life, did we?
And Lisa C just, like Alex says, just jump in the pool.
Yeah.
And we have Pat Dees that's in here too. He says me and Craig are dressed alike. Oh, Craig's trying to be like me.
I think it's the other way around. I've had this on this last night. When did you put your no, I'm kidding.
Look at us. We got Hollywood Squares. You got
right.
Exactly.
So Steven talks about it on Facebook. He says how he did it. I'm gonna have to look you up on Facebook then.
Yeah.
Because I need to know. You should put that on YouTube too. I'm sure that'd probably be a good video that would get traction.
right, exactly.
Lisa's got a great point. She says she does fulfill by merchant, but the fills of FBA have been a turnoff for me. It's not every item is a good fit for FBA, in my opinion, because of the fees. You just got to. It's just not a one size fit. I hate to always use the cliche of one size doesn't fit all, but it's the same situation on with FBA, and we can talk about some of that.
That's one of the things that I'm kind of on the fence. I know the Amazon fees are higher, but then when I look at the idea of not having to store it, not having to deal with the shipping, not having they're gonna store it, they're gonna ship it. I don't have to buy supplies to ship it other than the lot that I'm sending in.
It's especially your one-off replenishable items that you always talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Those would be great for FBA.
Right.
One big and not to get too not to cover too much this because we'll need to talk about it on Friday, but the velocity of sales on certain items on Amazon will far exceed eBay.
Right. Like on eBay, I won't mess with things that I'm only going to make $3-4 on. But if I can send a couple cases of something in of a replenishable and just keep that stock, I'd be more than happy with making $2 per item if the sell through on them's fast.
Yeah, and it's a whole different mindset. But we'll Eat Sleep Amazon. Tiffany in the chat is going to be our guest on Friday. She said she's in there and she'll help anybody that needs help. So Tiffany's going to be on our show Friday, and we'll talk about some of the barriers to some of the concerns that people have about starting FBA or starting Amazon. Some of the steps that on how to get into Amazon. What you need to be aware of. Maybe some pointers on here's some of the videos you need to watch because Amazon has a great Amazon Seller University or whatever it's called where they have videos on getting started.
Yep.
But Tiffany's
a wealth of knowledge too. Like I think she's very underrated as far as her knowledge of Amazon.
And truthfully, she has not been doing Amazon, but I think since the beginning of the year, maybe. And I'm not saying that to belittle her. She knows, like you said, she knows a lot, and she turned very little into a whole lot in her Amazon journey. So.
I know I guess she teaches classes too, so I guess she's so she has that understanding of taking that knowledge in quickly and sourcing it out wherever she can.
February 28th. Yep. So and she's become very successful, and if you can become successful in learning how to pick up the right products and how to do it, it opens up a whole new world.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to take over the conversation with that, but we'll definitely do that on Friday.
Yeah. It's going to be cool. And then tomorrow we're going to be on my channel.
I
believe DC Sales actually suggested tomorrow's title, what is your best find? So that's going to be interesting.
That'll be fun. So everybody, I know we'll be prepared with a couple items that have been our best finds, but in the chat, make sure you come up with some things you want to share with items that you found that have been big scores, because it's always neat to hear about other people's successes.
Absolutely. I'm really looking forward to that one, and really getting the chat super involved tomorrow. Just because imagine the bolos that are going to be just poured into the show tomorrow. Definitely learn about some stuff. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah. Yep. Make sure you subscribe to everybody because you don't want to miss out. We're
Yep.
It's a rotating show, so it jumps channels.
You know. Yeah.
There'll definitely be a good show tomorrow, though. So make sure you tune in, guys.
Yep. I know I mentioned it earlier, but I just feel like I need to say it again. I appreciate every one of you that's come in today and has followed us into 6 to 8 weeks, however long we've been going. It would be no reason to do this without every single one of you showing up and watching and participating. So,
Yeah, going back and forth on this phone I'm selling. It's for like business, clear phone, big numbers that talks your. It's got like talking caller ID and stuff.
What's that one called? There's a brand that's made for
Clear Sounds.
Oh, that's what I'm thinking of. It may be.
Yeah, it's hearing impaired, sound enhanced, big button.
I think that may be the one I was thinking of. I knew there was a brand that they made those. I think that's the only kind of thing they make.
And
Right.
it's on sale right now for $12.78 plus $7.50 shipping. They offered me $9. I countered with a 12 because it's already on sale. The phone's in excellent condition. It's complete. And then they came back with a counter at $10.49. I have $1 into this phone. So let's take a vote. Should I accept the $10.49 plus shipping offer? We'll take a quick vote on that.
Listed for?
Huh?
What's the price you have it listed for?
It's the list price was $15.97. It's on sale for $12.78 plus shipping.
I would accept it. I mean, it's only $2 less.
All right, and I only have $1 into it, so.
I already got my.
If they're close to what my price is, I always accept it.
Get it gone. Move on to the next item.
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Do it. Plus, you get to hear that cha-ching.
Yep.
All right, let's see. Let's hear it. There it is.
Music to my ears. All right, now it's your turn, phone. Come on.
Yeah, somebody. I think I need somebody to test my cha-ching. So somebody go out there and buy. No, I think mine's broken.
We want to make sure that they work, guys.
Like I said,
Reseller man here has an excellent point. Accepting the offer might jumpstart more sales.
Right.
I have noticed that to be true. I mean, I have accepted, like, if sales were really slow, I have accepted some really low offers just because it does seem to enhance some sales. So I'll take less on something than I really want, but it brings me other sales. So it kind of works out. Whose channel is the show on Friday? We are on Craig's Landshark
Friday. We'll have, like I said, we'll have Tiffany, and we'll be talking. Probably won't be all things Amazon, but some, like I said earlier, some of the barriers to entry, how to get started, what to look out for, and
there's a lot of things she said, because when I interviewed her a couple of months back, a lot of things she does keep to herself, like a lot of the Amazon people do, but she will go exactly basic.
Yeah, don't come to the show looking for Tiffany or anybody else on the panel to say you need to go buy this item.
Right.
You're not going to get that. And
it's not going to be a what to buy. It's going to be more a how to do.
Right.
Yeah. And I think it's more valuable.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Hopefully, we'll teach you how to fish, as opposed to giving you a fish.
Right.
There you go. You know, we may talk at a high level of, you know, how to find items to sell on Amazon. You know, I don't know. We haven't really talked about an agenda or, you know, what we want to cover. So.
Yeah.
Well, that's one thing. That's one thing about our show is we really don't have a lineup of what's going to happen. We just kind of go with the chat and let them kind of direct the show.
Right.
Destiny's asked what channel that's going to be on. That'll be on Craig's channel on Friday.
Yeah, Lisa C dropped the link. It is on my live channel. All the shows that are for this will be on my live channel.
Yeah. But tomorrow will be on my channel.
Yeah. So I know we usually do our last thoughts and everything, and we're actually past 10:30. Why don't we leave with, if y'all are okay with this, why don't we leave with I want everybody's opinion on what everybody thinks about the format and the direction the show's taken. Are y'all okay with the way we're going? Are we presenting good topics? Has the flow of the show been good? Now, why don't we just open up the floor for the last minute words from the chat? Any suggestions, constructive criticism? How about
Absolutely.
that?
That'd be great.
All right.
What do y'all think about that? And again, if there's a problem, please don't feel free to say anything. You're not going to be criticized here if you say, "Hey, y'all need to quit the show. Y'all need to do this. Craig needs to clean up all the junk behind him before he goes live."
If we had to clean up junk behind us, I'd be screwed over here.
I know Gate City's picker told me to go and get a chair so I can sit at my desk.
I think there's more eye candy than we need ladies. Well,
That's why Derek is our eye candy. Come on, is that not?
We're all fat kids. Come on.
Hey, speak for yourself. No, I'm kidding.
We just gotta get Craig more pistachio pudding and he'll be all set.
Reseller Man says I would say to spend a little more time each day on the topic. We'll definitely consider that and try and do better with that. Like Tommy said, we don't come into the show. We'll come in with a topic, but we're just, I hate to say we're doing it by the seat of our pants, but we want it to just flow and not feel like we're working from a script.
Right.
We'll cover as much. If y'all have questions, we want y'all to help us move the conversation along.
Right. And then I did forget that I did say I was gonna give something away today.
Uh-oh.
So after the show, if you want this, if you're interested, you just got to make a comment in the comment section after the show and email me, because it's a digital thing. Email me at thebargaineffect@gmail.com, and I am going to give you a free digital book. I'm going to share it right here. Let's see, how do I do this? There we go. Positive Thinking, the Key to Success. So if you'd be interested in that ebook, just make a comment and email me at thebargaineffect.com. I do have a link to my email at the bottom of the description.
Reseller Man, it was not taken that way. We opened up the floor to constructive criticism.
Absolutely.
It was taken just as that. So, yeah, it was not taken the wrong way. I appreciate your input, though.
Yeah, West Max Gary said something really awesome. I appreciate that. He says, "You guys give the best and free feedback on YouTube. You deserve more subscribers." Just my opinion. I really appreciate that. It means a lot.
Thanks. Yeah, that brings up a great point. There's a lot of good information out there, but like I said before, the best way you can support YouTubers is by watching their content, liking, making comments. But if you think that people need to grow, another thing you can do is sharing their content out.
Yep.
Share it on your social media, tweet it, Instagram. Definitely. If y'all do that, we definitely appreciate it.
Definitely.
And not just us. If there's anybody in the crowd that who puts out good content, you will help them by sharing it out. It's amazing how quickly something can spread in social media.
Absolutely.
That's it.
Absolutely.
So, cool.
I think we're going to wrap it up. We did go quite a bit over. So everybody, thank you for coming in this morning. And enjoy having everybody here.
Absolutely.
Any quick last words?
I'm good.
All right.
No. Thank you for being here.
We will see you tomorrow on
Anthony's channel.
Anthony's channel. So make sure you're subbed to him if you're not. And we're going to head out. Have a good day. Be productive.
Yep.
Guys.
Yeah. Enjoy it, everybody.
Bye-bye.
See y'all.
Peace.